Hi, welcome to Vibin With, brought to you by Puzzles of Color.
Today we're vibing with Melrick Steele. Chicago artist Melrick Steele is known for his vibrant, colorful, abstract pieces. He's a self-taught artist that started drawing at the age of 4. His paintings are inspired by various cultures and everyday life to produce some of the most vivid images of his style. In addition to painting, Melrick is a talented tattoo artist whose work has been featured in Urban Ink magazine and in various blogs. Thank you so much for joining us, Melrick.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, this is great. I would love to learn a little more about yourself. I know we know about you, but tell the audience a little more about yourself.
Pretty much about me. My everyday consists of of course, tattoos and art. Being a father to my son mainly. Most people don't know that he has me into video games. That's a side that you may not know about. So basically, my day consists of learning more about healthy foods. Trying to keep my family stable. My son, basically, his academics up so he can play video games. And other than that, just trying to uplift other artists as well.
So you're a real family man, it seems like. That's dope.
Yeah, right.
How would you describe your art style and how like having a kid helps to like your creativity?
Oh, my art style, like you said, it's mainly abstract. My child, as far as impacting it, it's very colorful. So looking through my child's with him growing up and different things, like he has a lot of colorful items, and just like when we go back to his video games, I pretty much just grasp different things through the day, and experiences with my son, like maybe going to the zoo and get ideas of from seeing other families as well. Most of my abstract pieces are about families, really urban families, and pretty much experiences with me through my son, and outside experiences helps that.
Yeah, absolutely. So you are also a tattoo artist. How would you what is the difference between working on a body or skin versus working on like a canvas?
Oh, well, working on a body is much different because it's really more like a surgery. So it's not, this person can actually say ouch. So it's not like working on a canvas and, in quiet. Working on a body is more, I have to execute the piece, but I also have to, realize that it's a human I'm working on. So I usually have to pace myself to their, to their pain tolerance. Usually with painting, I just block myself off from the rest of the world and just, put in my headphones and just go crazy.
Yeah.
Do you have a preferred medium to work on, humans or canvases?
I actually enjoy both, but if as far as for me, more therapeutic is I will pick the canvases first.
Gotcha,
yeah. I mean, if nothing else, you get to pick what you're painting on a canvas versus the person picking what they want on their own body.
A painting, I really get more in my zone. So that's really my biggest preference.
Yeah.
And I see you have a lot of tattoos as well. Like, did you do any of your own tattoos or how?
I actually have on my calves before, but I actually worked at a shop, and some of the workers, they just, did work on me.
Gotcha. Yeah. Do you have a piece that's most significant to you on yourself?
The one most significant is maybe my parents' name, my parents and my grandparents' name.
That's good.
Yeah. So, well, since you brought up your parents, how do you feel they inspired you as an artist or in your life in general? Like what impact did they have on your life? Besides, of course, being your parents.
The impact my parents had on my life was just my art.
On both.
First, as far as art, they always encouraged me. My mother actually still has drawings that I had since 3 years old, and she'll sometimes bring them out and show me, and it's so funny because I can see the growth, and some of them I actually remember. and she basically taught me that it's a stepping stone to encourage a kid. You know, you never want to see a kid have a passion and you just throw it away. You know, you want to, even when it's not taken serious, you just want to keep it. And, you know, if a kid opens up doors to different talents, you just want to have material for it all. And as far as my impact in everyday life, as far as my parents, you know, they just encouraged me to be the father that I am, and, you know, to really not really fear on me making mistakes, but try to, you know, help me so I can be better than they were, and, you know, give my son more.
I love that.
So,
That's great about the like inspiring their whatever their
right,
passion might be at the time. Because I mean, you know,
right,
for us, puzzles was something that we were really into, and look at us
Yeah.
now. So it's definitely something that our parents inspired for us or instilled in us.
Yeah, they definitely were like very. I've always been like entrepreneurs, had entrepreneur spirit, and they've always kind of let me explore that and never like try to tell me not to do it. They always encourage me to, keep doing that. And I think it's, as a kid, it's good to always like have the openness of your family and accepting you no matter how
Support.
you
right,
support. Yeah, that's great. It definitely helps you to grow and to be who you want to be and who successful. So that's awesome.
right.
So I know you got a puzzle. What did your son say when he saw it?
Oh, when he saw the puzzle, I actually have that same painting hanging up in my living room, and so every day we come in and we see it. But when I showed him the puzzle, he said, "Oh wow, it's actually you know, a puzzle." And he asked about the company,
Uh
and the first time he saw a little kid putting it together through social media, he you know, he was so eager to see how many likes. Let me see the comments. What did he
huh.
say? So he was excited about it. You know, it's what now is more so because we haven't put it together. It's just that he's more excited about, you know, saying that he's part of something big too.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
And if you don't mind me asking, how old is your son now? Or how old was he in the photo, and how old is he
oh,
now?
in the photo, I think that was a photo that we took in 2013. So let's see, he was about 5, I think. I think he was 5 then. No, he was maybe 4 on there, but now he's 11.
Gotcha. Man, they grow up fast, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Yep.
sweet.
And so, as an artist, I know you like to work on, humans, I guess, skin and doing tattoos and doing
Uh-huh.
both tattoos and doing paintings and canvases. Do you like listen to music while you're working on it? Art?
Of course, I I can't I can't really paint without music. Definitely not tattoo because it'd be like an awkward silence hearing the buzz of the shit. So uh, most of the music that I listen to is I listen to all sorts in general. The only crossover is with tattooing. I usually listen to hip hop music, or sometimes I might ask the client what do they like, because I really wouldn't want to sit hours and hours and I don't hear music I want to and going through pain. But for the most part, I listen to hip hop when I'm tattooing. As far as painting, I get more in the rhythm if I listen to some hip hop and some R&B. It's more of a preference. It's just like, when you work out and when you need certain music for certain things.
Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get you pumped to get you into the zone,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Which speaking of, so when you tattoo, do you do like freehand, or you actually like do stencil and draw it out first?
Well, with the tattoos, it really varies. It really depends on the piece. I do freehand sometimes. Sometimes I cross it over into stencil. It's really depending on, some people want me to freestyle. Some, might just have a particular image.
For you, do tattoos hurt? Getting tattoos on yourself, does it hurt?
Um,
Or
yeah, tattoos actually do hurt. So they actually hurt. It's something that you really have to sit in and get used to. To me, the last tattoo I've gotten was years ago, but I can't really remember how it feels. I just know it hurt. It's not the worst pain that you ever felt, but the biggest thing for me is to focus on the after, the look of it to get you through the pain.
I don't have any, but he's got.
I only have
three?
two tattoos, one on my arm and then one on my forearm. I got my first tattoo, which is like when I was in China. I got it in America, but it's like China and
his name in Chinese.
My Chinese name is my Texas state. So yeah, I thought it was pretty significant. Going back to kind of like the musical inspirations and stuff. When you when you look at your piece Priceless, like what type of music did you listen to when you made it, or what kind of music do you like? Does that inspire?
When I'm painting to inspire me, as far as different artists I listen to, I like J. Cole. I listen to Nas, Wale. As far as R&B, it's usually old school R&B. More artists that I listen to now is like Big Sean, but for the most part, I like listening to
choices.
I like listening to J. Cole because he speak more. It's more like conscious rap. Not really so much that, it's just that he raps on issues and things that he raps on really fits my personality more so than other music.
Yeah.
What about you're from Chicago? Does any rappers in Chicago like influence you or listen to any of them?
Well, as far as rappers here, I listen to different rappers. Oh, you said Kanye.
Oh yeah.
Well, Kanye. Well, he actually has some good songs. I really can't agree with his whole catalog, but I like Kanye. I like Chance the Rapper a lot because he's unique in his own way. So he's I like all the other artists. I listen to them sometimes when I work. Like G Herbo and Lil Durk. It just really depends on the certain songs. But as far as let me see, Chicago R&B, I can't really say
the content varies for them because there's a whole drill sound, there's a whole like
right, exactly. So that's more So that's more of my workout music.
Yeah.
When I listen to them, and more like when I'm in the zone for painting, it's more like settle down, more like a J. Cole.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, I like that. Makes sense. Works your mind a little more instead of just vibes or whatever. But that's dope. Yeah.
I love Chicago so much, by the way. Like every time I visit, I'm like, I need to move here. I love Chicago.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice during the holidays because there's so many different hidden gems and events that you can do. But for the past year with COVID, it's been kind of on and off with things.
So is there anything like you've been working on lately? What's up next for Melrick?
Oh, actually today, last night, I actually planned on working on a new piece, abstract piece. I haven't really gotten the ideas together. I know I want something to be more like a man and woman intimate type of love picture, but I haven't really grasped, the scenery.
Yeah.
But I just know it. I plan to work on wood this time with the acrylics.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of our artists, Kawanza Edwards. She's like works exclusively on wood. I wouldn't say exclusively, but a lot of wood.
Primarily.
Yeah, and she says that she likes
the grain. You can see the grain. It kind of flows along with the flowiness of the art itself,
as well as actually being able to you can push harder on it because it doesn't give at all. It's like very solid, So I think that's what she said. Like the benefits of it are she found it to be a little easier. So. If you're interested to try it out.
I actually like painting on wood because sometimes I deliberately the pieces that I do have, I deliberately leave some wood showing so people can know what it is. So I guess that was just my signature style I was trying to do. As far as whenever I paint on wood, I always try to leave a spot open.
Yeah.
So somebody can say, "Oh, it's wood, it's not canvas this time."
Yeah. That's awesome.
So when you are choosing, like when you're starting a new piece, like what do you start with? Like, do you start with like the inspiration? Do you start with, like how, like the actual content with itself? Like how do you get inspired for a new piece?
How do I begin a piece? Like as far as getting the idea
Yeah.
for it?
Mm-hmm.
That's really tricky because sometimes, as artists, you can go on artist block sometimes where you have too many ideas and it's hard to pick which one, or then you have the overload of thinking, no, I don't want to do that because that's a dull idea, or nobody might not like that, or once I start on it, I might lose interest. I really just try to whatever my mind has been telling me for the past week, and whatever colors I've been looking at the most, and I just try to, somehow put it together. I try not to overthink and just go in for it, because if I overthink the piece, I won't do it.
Yeah.
So I just go with the flow of my hand and my mood that day, and just let it carry.
Yeah. And how long do you spend on a piece?
Really depends. I've worked on many different pieces as far as like you could, because I paint on shoes as well, shoes and
cool.
hats, canvases. I've even customized shoes for Odell Beckham before.
Oh wow, that's huge.
So, that is crazy.
So I know it's pretty hard to see on my social media because it says like a million pictures, but you scroll down, you can see I had some Vans and some Air Max that I customized, and he did it for like a water vitamin water type of thing.
Oh, okay.
He wore them. And I've done let's see, Jasmine Sullivan. She actually, it's a Prince hat that I did that she actually got from a fan that actually bought a hat from me for her. And she shouted it out, and I said, "Wow, that's crazy! I didn't know it was for her."
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, but it really varies. Usually when I paint on hats, it could take around 4 hours. Shoes, it really depends on the type of shoe. As far as the canvas, it really depends as well. Most of my abstract pieces, like the piece that's on the puzzle, for example, that took me about maybe 6-7 hours.
Okay.
About 6. Gotcha. So it really varies. It just depends on what I'm working on.
Yeah.
How do you know when you're done? Because it's abstract. So how do you feel like you just know, okay, it's perfect?
Right. Well, my abstract, I usually just follow a method. I know that I'm done when at the end I usually on them I usually put like a couple drips at the top to the bottom. Okay. And right there I know I'm done. I try to duplicate my last abstracts in a sense of depth, even though it's a different picture. I just try to, stick with the same game plan as far as, the elements that I put in it. So once I put the drips at the end, I know, that's about it. It's not time to really overwork it.
Yeah. Okay. Like a signature style you got there.
Right. Yeah. To end it. Right.
I like it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us or to vibe with us today.
And it's the same with me too.
Yeah, and your piece is lovely. It's so great to for so many kids to be able to enjoy it. Kids, adults, everybody to be able to enjoy it. And let everybody know, where can we follow you, find you, see some more of your pieces?
Well, you can follow me on Instagram at Melrick Tatted Up. You also can reach me on Facebook, Melrick Steele. As far as my website is actually a link that's on my Instagram for it.
Okay.
And you can find more work that I have. I'm actually planning to start a YouTube. I haven't yet, but that's something to look out for.
Okay.
So as far as those platforms, that's pretty much.
You on TikTok?
No TikTok. No TikTok.
So if they're in Chicago and want a tattoo, where can they get that?
Yeah, I'll definitely be, looking forward to that and putting out more work as far as my tattoo work as well.
Okay.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for spending the morning
Appreciate
with us. All right.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you for joining us for an episode of Vibing With. Be sure to purchase a puzzle by this talented artist at puzzlesofcolor.com. You can also listen to a curated playlist of music to pair with their puzzle on Spotify and Apple Music. Just search for Puzzles of Color.